Greetings. Today's a little bit different, maybe a lot different. I don't know. I just wanted to go directly into talking about meditation and the meditative mind and the space of the observer. What funny roles that we play in this life. And as I start diving even deeper into my meditative practices and really coming into that space of witnessing and observing the thoughts, the emotions, the person, the ego identity that exists, I keep unlayering and going deeper and deeper into just being and feeling and being with it. And it's quite interesting because in that space of truly being the witness and the observer, being the loving awareness, the neutral awareness, just being infinity, watching infinity, I'm faced with seeing my desires and my attachments and my karmic ego identity and having space for it. And it's quite interesting because I've operated from the space of trying to control, trying to control the dialogue of my mind, really witnessing and observing it, but when I catch it, I've been redirecting the thought and creating a different neural pathway that I want to embody. And that's served me really well to help release self-limiting beliefs, self-limiting doubts, the ways that I block myself. But as I drop deeper into this observation space, it's like it's not even necessary to do that. From where I'm sitting in this moment, where it's the true freedom and liberation is just having space for it and just witnessing it, but at the same time allowing that to play out. If that's what my ego identity is doing, that's what the thoughts are moving towards, if that's what the brain space is, having space for it and just observing it and witnessing it. And I really surrender the control of that space. And that's where fear comes up, because it's the fear of losing control. The fear of losing control of the ego identity. But when I just hold space and just see her see it, it makes me laugh. I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm literally like, who is this? Recognizing that who that is just an expression. And it's beautiful. Even the spaces that the ego identity doesn't think it's beautiful. The space of the true presence of the observer and the witness sees it and loves it. And the deeper I fall into that space of observing and remembering that it's love all the time, no matter what it is, the greater capacity I have to love myself and to love all those spaces. So it's really medicine for the heart. I find the deeper I dive in this, the darker it gets as well. Because those dark thoughts come up. Anything comes up to try to bring me back into ego identity. The thoughts start to cycle and changing different layers of perspective to try to trap me and move me out of the observing space. And so I find myself teetering back and forth between this came up, I'm wrapped in it, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm the observer. I am the witness of all of this. And then I let it go. And then the ego wants to anchor back in, and it changes perspective to anything, whatever it is, anything that's going to trap me in thought. And then I keep coming back to observing. And the more I keep practicing this muscle, the more it strengthens, the greater the capacity I have to just be and witness and observe. In that space of the observer, of the witness, language doesn't even capture the witness. Because when we put language to the witness, we're back in ego. But language is a useful tool to capturing the essence of that space. It's like the divine fragrance. It like leaves a trail for us to go deeper into it. So that's really why I appreciate using my words, using my creativity, creating these videos, like being a researcher in the field of the conscious mind. And I have space for that. I do get wrapped into the ego takes a form of being upset, getting wrapped up in being upset that wanting to record what's happening or what's going on or the journey that this is taking takes me out of the journey of presence. But surrendering into that space of that this is necessary to research, to dialogue, to record this experience, because it's like a spiraling layer. I just stop and integrate, recognize how far the space has come, and then I keep going in. And so, yeah, this is just a share of the meditative mind and the observer, and a call to meditation. Meditate, meditate, meditate. It is right here for us. It can be boring, it can be scary, it can be fun, it can be blissful, it can be exciting, but my experience with meditation is just facing myself over and over and over again. And when saying facing myself, I'm facing myself as my ego identity, but I'm also facing myself as infinity. I'm facing myself as infinity, facing the ego identity. And as I drop deeper into that space of infinity, that radical acceptance, that radical tolerance, that radical love, my ego identity begins to reflect that and goes even deeper into that space. And the question, who am I? Goes so beyond who I am. Who I am is infinity. Who I am is the witness of all of this. The witness who loves this play, who loves this game, who loves this life, this exploration, this research. And when I extend that farther into who are other people, I recognize that the same loving presence of my witness, of the witness that witnesses this vessel, this karmic identity, this ego, is the same person, is the same, not even a person, is the same consciousness, the same presence, the same frequency, the same vibration that's in everyone else, witnessing the same exact thing. And I want to be a reflection of that divine witness of radical acceptance, radical love, radical tolerance. And the more I continue that space and integrate it into my presence, I am that. You are that. We are that. And I find too that the more I keep flexing this muscle, keep working with it, the more I just keep wanting to go there. The more meditation calls me deeper, all day long, and letting everything be from this space of witnessing what's going on, and really appreciating my ego identity, the role, and letting her be, letting her express, releasing control. And when I release control, I really allow infinity to express itself through me, to serve, to love, to be. Gosh, you are a funny thing. This is all funny. This is crazy. It's amazing. It's intense. It's weird. What an exploration. And this is a call for you to do the same exploration, because that's from where I sit, truth. That is truth. Truth, truth, truth. And Sat Nam, truth is my identity. Truth is who I really am. Truth is who you really are. Truth is our identity. Thank you for doing this with me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for witnessing. I love it. I love you. I love you. I love you. All right. Toodaloo from the Medicine spaceship.